with Winstons Wheels charity. A lovely lady called Rachel has got this amazing charity that helps disabled dogs by loaning out wheels. There's no rental. She just loans them out to help them. The charity developed as her own dog, Winston, became disabled, and her charity has grown from there. So we will actually be fundraising soon for this wonderful charity so they continue with their fantastic work. Fantastic is my favourite word. If you watched all my videos, you'll know that. So you'll have seen our daily videos of Checko out on his wheels around the park, down the brook, Middleton Hall, all over the place. We've been learning too on each trip, and we still are learning. We've actually joined dog groups now. Wish we'd done it a long time back. We've had great information from them. It's them who pointed us to Winstons Wheels. We've actually been on Google looking for such charities and other people, and we couldn't find anything. We joined the dog groups, and I'd like to say thank you to all the dog groups out there. You've helped us so much and continue to do so. So we joined them, and they have given us all of this information. Now, if anybody's got a disabled dog out there, we suggest you contact Winstons Wheels. You'll find them on Facebook, Google. You'll find them. The lady sounds so nice. And obviously anybody who wants to help disabled dogs has got to be nice. I think she's recently been on the Russel show on TV, and hopefully that'll help get her further out there, and they're probably already well known, but and donations flooding in. When we do fundraising, we will let you know. We're hoping to, in the spring, May, June, around that time, don't quote me on that, we're hoping to go up Snowdon with Chica. Obviously, I do call him Chica sometimes. His official name is Crypto Checko, I believe it. Sometimes we shorten it just to Chica or Chico or Checko. So if you see me on the videos, you'll hear me shout that sometimes, but it is the same dog. I'd like to now tell you, because I never have, we didn't wake up one morning and just think, oh, we're going to look at disabled dog wheels. We have a story too. And our story is really similar to Rachel's and Winstons Wheels. So a year ago, he's always been an outdoor dog, running here, there and everywhere. Loves it outside, still does. So a year ago, his one leg started to go limp. So he'd had a bit of arthritis from being in an accident when he was a puppy, which, I mean, he's 15 years old. Any dog's going to get a little bit of something at that age. So off we went to the vet, and it was just the one leg then. Examined Checko and came up with a diagnosis of it's probably myelopathy. There was no actual test done to check that out, but obviously as a vet he sees these things all the time, and that's what he thought at the time. So we thought, okay, all right, well that could be. Then he was also having a problem with his ears. He couldn't discern where the sounds were coming from when we were out. He was looking the other way. So he put that down to myelopathy as well. And he said, oh, it's probably affecting his brain as well. This happens. I thought, okay. He said, so really, he's 15. You know, he's had a good time. He's had a good life. It's probably time, you know, to think about him getting laid to rest as such. So I didn't agree with that. So thanked him for his time and told him that I'd have a think about that, but it was never an option. That was just being polite. So went home, decided to do some research, went on Google, had a look on YouTube, saw some similar cases, and no disrespect to vets. Vets are fantastic. They save dogs every day. But sometimes they can get it wrong, like anybody else. So we was looking at all the information and decided to try out different things. So we got some ear drops, some antibiotics, and Checko had a really bad ear infection, and also a great big plug of wax in the left ear. We sorted that out, and hey-ho, his hearing's not perfect, but it improved. Thought, we've found it. Hopefully. His leg, it was arthritis. As far as we know now, maybe other things might come to light in the future. We can't see into the future. But we put some liniment on him and rubbed him, massaged him, had him massaged. Seemed to improve a little bit, but his left leg doesn't work at all. The right leg, he was using it, but now that seems to be failing. So that's what led us to look for some wheels for him, a wheelchair. Somebody had mentioned it, so we started researching those. Now, what wonderful things, can't say enough about them. Whoever first invented them needs a star award. What a great thing to have. So that's how this is how it began. Checker's story. So we bought the wheels off eBay, £50 at the time, and they were great, no complaints, except he's only a small dog, but he's heavy, and he likes to go off-roading. He's a part Jack Russell. He's always been outdoors, running about, rabbiting and running here, there and everywhere, and he still wants to do it. So they've had a bit of a bashing. We don't just walk along with him on a lead down a path. He goes over rough terrain, through flipping little streams, you name it, and he's in it because that's his life. That's what he wants to do. So with these wheels, he's been able to carry on. But because of all the woods and the stuff that we go over, they're obviously taking some wear. So no offence to any of the wheels, but we then got to the point where we bought 4 now of the same sort of type of wheels except from one set that didn't suit him at all. So now, thank the Lord, we've been in touch with these dog groups who put us through to Rachel, and she's so lovely. She's going to loan us some really good wheels. They're walking wheels that she uses, which are the top of the range. So we're looking forward to that, and then we won't have to keep trying to repair Checko's wheels. So that's where we are at the moment. If there's anybody listening, I hope you are, or I'll be talking to myself. It would be great if you'd like to come through and get involved with the conversation. Anybody out there, feel free to do that. Otherwise, I will just keep talking. And I can talk for England. And I don't know if you want that, but I'll just carry on. I'd like to thank, while I'm on here, everybody who's viewed our videos. We've had 4,500 views. All the subscribers, some particular subscribers are Pat Costello. I'm going to wave to him if he's watching. A lovely lady called Annie. She knows who she is. I'm waving at her too. I hope you can all see this. So, anyway, I'll just tell you about the Snowdon trip we've got planned. We're planning to, obviously, we're not going to do it in one day. and try and take Checko up to the top of Snowdon in one day. We're going to take a little tent, have a camp out. He's going to like that, running about up there. With the walking wheels, just in case anybody thinks he can't make it, you can have clip-ons there. I don't know the technical term, but I'm sure Rachel will let us know. There are some front wheels that clip onto the frame. Now, they're great for dogs who've maybe got two back legs gone and one at the front. But also, they'll be great for Checko because we plan to do this, as I say, and hopefully get sponsored, fundraise for Winstons Wheels, which will go direct to Winstons Wheels when I've sorted out through Rachel all of her charity bank. Hopefully, soon, anybody who wants to donate and help this wonderful woman, you'll be able to do that straight to Winstons Wheels charity. So I've got things flashing up at the moment. I don't know if somebody's trying to get in on the conversation, but I'll get to you in a minute if it is, because I'm not very computer friendly. I'm better off out in the park running about with Checko. So I'll do my best. So that's the plan. To go up Snowdon, probably take, it doesn't matter, it takes us 3 days, who cares? It's for a good cause. We will get clip-on front wheels, so if anybody thinks we're going to make him walk all the way, we won't do that. He will get up there somehow or other. We'll put the clip-ons on the front, put a rigid lead on him. When he's tired, he'll actually have his legs off the ground and he'll more or less be on a cart. So when he's tired out, that's what we'll do. So there you go. That was my idea. Yeah. Anyway, it will work. So we'll have a camping trip come sponsorship. One thing I am good at is going off and finding people who would love to sponsor this disabled dog charity. Because once I get into it, they'll sponsor him to shut me up, actually. Right, because I'll just carry on talking. No, I know some lovely people and some lovely business people who have sponsored things before and given to things that we've come up with. So yeah, I will find them. I'm going to have a look now on here. So if I go quiet for a minute, I have to put these on. You can't comment on this post at this time. The broadcaster chose to apply this setting. So, okay. As I said, I'm not great at talking to computers. Yeah. So if you give me, I don't know if anybody's trying to come through, but something peculiar is going on here. What I'll do is try and sort it out. Anyway, meanwhile, I'll keep talking. Okay, off with the glasses. Don't need to look at anything anymore. We've met some wonderful people on our trips out with Checko. We regularly go to a park near us called Rectory Park, which is a fantastic park. Absolutely brilliant. It's clean, beautiful woods, lovely open spaces, lots of things to do. And they've got a boxing club there. And if you're walking your dog, when the better weather comes, not in these gale force winds, of course, you can sit down, take a picnic, have a fun day out with your dog. So he's running about. This is able dogs as well. They can interact. They interact with Cheek all the time. It's quite funny, actually. It's quite funny. You'd think that other dogs could harm him because, you know, he's on his wheels, but it's complete opposite. What happens when we go out? Some dogs will run to him and start playing with him. Not one dog has ever tried to, you know, dogs jump on each other's back. Not one dog's tried to do that. Some dogs will look at him and think, what's that? He's got wheels instead of legs. And you can see on their faces, because they've all got expressions, different expressions. It's heartwarming to watch them. It's really funny. We've had such laughs. You wouldn't believe, honest, the laughs we've had. And they'll run away, some of them. Some will just stare. Some come over and some run off, which is, as I say, quite funny to watch. We've met beautiful people who've took the time to talk to us and do a little interview with us, getting their reaction, their perspective on these dog wheels, what they think about it, because everybody's got different thoughts. Some people, it might not be for them, and that's their opinion. Maybe some people might think, well, no, it wouldn't be fair. A dog on wheels, that's not fair. But the dog, he can go out on the wheels, all right. It's a little bit more work for you, a lot more work for you. You've got to get him into the wheels, which isn't that hard, but how many times a day? Because obviously the dog, he wants to go out. It's not just one trip. You know, it could be 8 trips a day. So you've got to love your dog to even go into this. You really have. It can do all his business in these wheels. And meeting all these people, we've had people ask, well, do you have to take him out the wheels so he can go to the toilet? No, you don't. No. They're built in such a way that he can do everything he needs to do. When you come home, you might have to give them a wash. But, you know, it's no big deal. It's no biggie, is it? They're just super great. These wheels, can't say enough about them, which I say every time I go out. You know, so there we are. We go around the park. We go to the park a lot because we meet a lot of people with dogs. Obviously, they're exercising their dogs, able-bodied dogs. Funnily enough, we've yet to see another dog live in wheels. Only Chica. We've seen them on videos, but maybe they're going somewhere else. But we were also thinking of having like a get-together, putting it out live or on one of our videos. If anybody's got a disabled dog, if they'd like to meet up as a little group in Rectory Park, or maybe they go somewhere else, we can go there, meet up, swap tips, you know, and that sort of thing, really. Obviously, with Winstons Wheels, there's obviously a demand for disabled wheels, or she wouldn't have needed to set it up in the first place. But as we're going round and chatting to people, we met some, as I say, lovely people, and they take time out to talk to us. I don't think yet one person has said, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Everybody we've met has said, look at his tail wagging. What a happy looking dog. That is fantastic. What a great thing. You know, and good on you. And those sort of comments, you know. But as we've been going round, we've met some of the people who've got able dogs, so to speak. And we told them the story about Checko, about going to the vet and, you know, they're giving the thumbs down and maybe it's time to go. And they'd give us their stories, which you'll have heard on video, on some of our videos if you've watched them. Just tell you quickly, because I need to get this in. A couple of ladies. One lady had her dog put down 6 months back. She'd never heard of the wheels, and she was upset. She said, if I'd have known about these wheels, looking at your dog now, how happy he is and how he's running about, I feel awful now because the vet said it was, you know, time because his legs had gone and I had him put down. and I could have had these and he'd still be here. Those are the heartbreaking stories we've been listening to. And it is heartbreaking because your dog's, he's not just a dog. He's part of your family. For some people, he's all their family. And this is why these wheels are so great. Because if they can have a little bit longer on this earth to stay with their loved one, that's fantastic. You know, it means such a lot to people. Another lady went to a vet some time back. And the vet said, well, his hip's completely displaced. We've got to do this and that. And, okay, put him on some sort of liniment and tablets and whatever. Can't remember exactly, but that was the gist of it. And she went away. She decided to get a second opinion. She drove there and back 80 miles. Went to another vet. And he did an x-ray and he said, no, it isn't hip displacement, it's hip laxity. You've got to get him off his legs for a while. And suggested some wheels. And off she went, got them. The dog had a rest with his hip. They did something with him, which I can't quite remember, but that helped for him in a lot of ways. You know, she only had the wheels for so long. Checko needs the wheels permanently. He can't go anywhere without those wheels. Then we've got the at-home time. Well, obviously, if he wants to go to the toilet quickly, you can't, I mean, he's an older dog, so he goes for a wee every 10 minutes probably. So open the back door, we just get him by his rear legs, make sure your fingernails are clipped, you want to stick your nails in him. You can get a strap that helps lift him up. We've tried that. We did try that. We spent £35 on some of those. They didn't work. He's quite a heavy dog with a big tummy. And he just tilted. It pulled him over to the side, and there with that. To us, I'm not saying they don't work with every dog, but they didn't work with checko. So we decided to give him what amounts to a little wheelbarrow out of the back. We've got a ramp. So we sent him down the ramp, just held him, his back legs off the floor, and out he trotted, and that's how he goes. He only goes just down the ramp onto the artificial grass just outside. It's easy to clean, and he doesn't get mucky. And has his little wee, and he comes back in. For the other business that dogs need, we always put him in his wheels, which is probably once a day, maybe twice, in the morning, at night. And he goes out on them to do that because that's more comfortable for him, you know. As I say, because I'm not particularly computer friendly, I have had things flashing up, but it says that I can't do it, so I obviously haven't done something quite right. This is my first podcast, so you'd have to excuse me, but I'm not quite sure how long I've been talking to you. Hopefully it's been interesting and I haven't bored you, so I hope not. So that's about all I can say for now. I will be doing another one, because the more I do, the more experience I'm going to get. And if you did try to come in and I haven't been able to link you, apologies to you. So I'm going to stop now. I think I must have been at least 15 minutes or so. I haven't got a clock to look at, but I was never going to do that. So I think I've gone through quite a bit. We'll be doing another one very soon, let you all know. I'll find out what it is that I haven't done, so that you can come into the conversation. Hopefully you'll have seen, or please go and see our videos. Yes, we've just learnt that some of the things we may have been doing are wrong, but it's a learning curve. You know, this is what happens. You have to do things to learn, and we're learning all the time. And Rachel from Winstons Wheels is going to give us such a lot of help with tips, and also the Facebook dog groups, who I can't thank enough again. Okay, so I'm going to go now. Bye to you all. Yeah, and wait for the next one. I'll sort this out, and you can come in and we can have a chat, and we can maybe give you some tips and you can give us some. Okay, so thanks for watching. I'm going to end now. Thank you. Goodbye from me. Chica's not here because I can't sit him on my lap, but goodbye from him. See you soon.